Ready?
Always.
Hey guys, this is Tina from Quantum Healing with Tina. I'm a Beyond Quantum Healing practitioner, spirit releasement therapist, and intuitive empath. And today we're here with Karen.
Hello, everybody. I'm an intuitive Starseed healer, BQH practitioner, and clear channel and medium.
Yeah, and we're just going to have a little chat, check in with you guys, see how you're feeling, talk about the current energy. I pulled a bunch of cards and yeah, they're really interesting. But before we get to that, we're going to check in with Karen to see how she's feeling.
Yeah, I'm great.
You look like it.
Yeah, I'm great. I'm all right. We did the really good, what's it called? The regression? Was it a regression with Allison Co today for the last bit of the Worldwide Regression Week,
Oh,
which
that
was
was
really
so
good.
fun.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was really good. I went down in deep, but yeah, today I woke up and I felt heavy, and I don't know. The first thing that I do when I get up, I think like everybody else, I'll pick up the phone
Yeah.
and I go on Facebook, and yeah, I found myself deleting people off my Facebook one by one. No one had mercy. It was just like, don't get offended. It was just like, sorry, you didn't make it. You didn't make the cut. No one made the cut. Like,
No one made the cut.
no one made the cut. I had like 500 off. So if you notice that we're not friends anymore, don't take it personally. It's just like I had to cut a lot of stuff out. And yeah, practically all my colleagues are all blocked. Um, Old coworkers are all blocked. I
Why
unfriended
did you block
some
them
family members.
specifically?
Uh, just because I didn't want the headache of having to deal with them if they saw that I had unfriended them and asked me like, why am I unfriended? When they just can't find me at all. None of
Oh,
them could find me or go on each other's phone. I don't think they're going to do that, but I had to think like, crazy person, and I did all that. I felt crazy doing all of that. It was like over 500 people I removed today, but I
that's
felt
a
good.
lot of
The
work.
the purge helped a lot. And plus I went inward and I did some meditation, and the first thing that had come up was that I like all my energy is being given to the telephone, going on the apps, going on videos, articles, and such things that aren't really serving me. Because, some of you may or may not know, I am just here now to do one job, and I'm not doing it well right now.
And
So I'm trying to preserve as much energy as I can.
what's your one job?
My one job is to hold the light right now, like during all this stuff that's happening. So, I mean, like, I was doing pretty good. I mean, like, I was off for a couple of days last week, and then, oh yeah, my birthday was on
It's
Wednesday.
your birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is the same birthday as Dolores Cannon. I drank a lot that day. So
I
that's
drank
another
a lot.
topic. Yeah, I drank a lot. I drank a
Well,
whole
let's
liter of
talk about
wine.
that.
About drinking? Well, drinking, yeah. I mean, it sounds like a good idea at the time until, yeah, I was having a lot of drunk dreams. Drunk dreams? They're not fun. And I was like so hot. My body was so hot. And it was cold night. I had the window open and I could literally feel the steam coming from like under the blanket. I don't even know. Anyway, and a lot of looping dreams. So that didn't that didn't do anything. It wasn't very good. That so the next day, I started work and at a new position, and that was okay. But it's still a new team that I have to get to know too, and their vibration's pretty damn low. So it's a new leveling up on the shining bright like a diamond. But I had a good day on Friday because like I had a bit of a break, and I just talked to my friend and just kind of spilled my guts on conspiracies,
Truth.
truth, yeah, and that's it. So today is Saturday, and I had to really come inside and ask myself, do I not have enough energy? Like I don't feel like I have enough energy for my kids. And the answer was my telephone. And so, no offense to any of those people that I had removed, it's just, it was a heavy weight that I also didn't want to carry, because even though we're not in contact with people, you know, you go on social media and you're in contact with lots of energy there. So I had to let it all go.
Yeah.
And yeah, now I'm down to like 300 or something friends. Mainly your cousins who share really cool stuff, so that's why I kept them. But apart from that, just really fatigued. And you said the Schumann resonance was really, really, really high.
Really high.
Yeah.
Like 110 today. And the last 2 days, yesterday and today, I just was exhausted. So heavy, like physically, my body just felt like cement. Like it just was so heavy. And I woke up today and I laid back down for Allison Coe's Regression, which was amazing. I'll link it down below for you guys. Everyone should go and do it because you can tap back into the energy of the group and
Mm-hmm.
feel what that feels like. It's so good. Like it feels
I
so
know.
good.
It felt very comforting, like something I
Yeah.
really needed. It was just,
Hmm.
yeah, everything's just
It
been
was
really
like
heavy.
it was really like a big group hug. That's really what it felt like.
Yeah, it was
Be-
nice. Her voice is
between,
very soothing too.
yeah, between all of us and like a big hug for the earth and just everyone on the planet too, you know. Yeah. So, and then I literally after that I wasn't asleep. I was just kind of in trance for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours after
Mm.
that, just like meditating and yeah, I got the same message about being on the phone. That was and putting my energy. That's why I feel drained as well because, you know, Tesla said, if you want to understand the universe, you have to think of frequency, energy, and vibration. And I've heard that a million times, but it just clicked with me the other day how these different frequencies really affect us. My phone keeps going black.
That's sideways.
Yeah. Um, we are energetic beings. We are our own frequency. We're like antenna. And everything we come in contact with affects our energetic field. There's just no escaping it. And when we live in this world as like a toxic soup of frequencies with all the Wi-Fi, the satellites beaming stuff down, just the general electric smog. And then when you live in an apartment building like we do, you get everybody's Wi-Fi. So literally, um, I'm surrounded by it. I pick up everyone in the building on my Wi-Fi. And then when I have the phone in my hand all day, that's zapping my energy. And so everything you connect with too online, whether it's a video article, you're on social media with all of those other people, you're tapping into all of those frequencies and they're all affecting your field too. And that's what's draining your energy. It's just like a constant drain on your energy. And so, yeah, I got the same message to really start limiting the time on the phone, even though I really am usually doing productive things. It's not like, I'm not just scrolling or um, playing games or whatever. Like I am doing productive things, but it's still a lot on my system. And I do need more time to just be in nature, which has been hard because it's freezing here right now, which is really annoying.
Yeah.
It's really annoying. Like it's the middle of April and it's freezing. And, you know, the winter time is hard for me anyway, because I'm so connected to the earth, and in the spring and summer, like I spend at least some time every day, you know, walking barefoot and really grounding and releasing all of the toxic buildup, you know. So in the wintertime, you can't get that, and you never really release. It's harder to release all the toxic buildup.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm just like waiting for some really warm days to really get out there and rebalance my energy. Um, you know, and regarding like what's actually happening in the world right now, I have a theory that, um, and the buildup of stuff inside of our bodies too, from, you know, the toxic chemicals, the pesticides on our food, the chemicals in the food itself, the chemicals in the water we drink, plus the vaccines that we've all had at one point or another. Um, and then all of the stuff from the chemtrails, which it's been amazing that we haven't had any. Like, to see a real sky with real clouds is so cool.
Yeah, they finally showed up here now. Like, I haven't seen any wispy clouds.
Yeah.
Today was really beautiful to show the kids. I'm like, look at the sky. Like, I go, that's what clouds are really supposed to look like. Fluffy, fluffy, fluffy stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, all of our bodies are swimming with these toxic chemicals. And then the heavy metals especially are dangerous because it makes us like walking antenna. So it makes us even more sensitive to the frequencies because we have like actual heavy metals in our bodies. So that's why it's really important to detox and keep your body as clean as possible. I've heard some really good things about C60. I haven't done a lot of research on it myself, but it keeps coming up over and over again. So that might be something to look into for people who are interested in that, in keeping the body clean and detoxing the body from heavy metals. Um, that's really important right now because with the addition of more and more frequency, whether that's through FIVEG or, you know, whatever they're beaming down from space, because we just saw like Elon Musk is putting up all of his SpaceX satellites to make this net around the Earth, you know, and who knows what they're beaming down on us, you know, all these different frequencies that we're swimming in. So it's really important to keep the body as clean as possible too. That helps with energy. And I've really been not eating well at all lately. I've really been slacking on juicing. Like, I didn't even have my celery juice today. I really couldn't even stay awake to make it. And
No, for me, it's been really bad too. It's just easy, you know, like I have no energy to do anything either.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know. But I really need to, because I really feel the effects on my body. Like, I really feel the difference from when I juice, mostly juice and eat high vibe foods, I feel a lot lighter,
Mm-hmm.
like physically feel a lot lighter and have more energy than when I eat heavier, denser food and not like juicing like I should be. My body feels the best like that, but I have been neglecting it lately and like eating sugar, and it's just not good. I really need to get back on track. It's not good for the body. And as we're ascending, like, we're being required to really take care of our bodies and stop consuming that kind of junk that keeps our vibration low, you know, because if you think about everything in terms of vibration, a lot of the food we eat is really low vibrational and makes us feel like crap because of that fact, because it is so low vibe. So yeah, we have to do better and really take care of our bodies so that we can perform like at the optimum. Because we are really bombarded by so much that things we can't see, but it's there and we're bombarded all the time. And especially with everything that's going on now and the low vibes that everybody's kind of carrying around, we're feeling the weight of that too. So we as light workers and starseeds really do need to take care of ourselves if we are meant to hold the light and to bring the light or to shine the light in the darkness. We really do have to take care of ourselves and do whatever that takes, even if it requires some extra energy, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. What else is going on? So, yeah, the Schumann was 110 today.
Wow. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that feels tomorrow.
Yeah.
It just
If you
feels
guys
like
don't
one
know,
big domino after another.
yeah, I mean, if you think about it and if you zoom out and look down at the earth right now, we are going through, this is the shift, like this is it. And it's exciting when you kind of pull back and look at the bigger picture. When you're
We don't
down
sound so
here,
excited.
I know.
Sound so excited. Yeah.
When you're down here, but that's our fault though, because we haven't been taking care of ourselves properly. And we've been kind of entrenched in all of the negativity and just generally not taking good care of ourselves. So that's why we're feeling the density. We need to be able to zoom out and pull ourselves back out of that and recenter, which we always do, but it's really important right now. But it is really exciting when you pull out and see from a higher perspective what's actually happening on Earth right now, and you can see the shift happening. Like you can physically see it happening in people. So many people are waking up, and it is really exciting to see all these people waking up, people that you never thought in a million years would wake up.
Oh my God. I know. It's
You
true.
know? Yeah.
It's really true.
And even being on social media, you can really gauge too, because I think there's been a lot of people in the closet too that
Yeah,
are
they're
just now.
feeling they're waiting for the right time.
Yeah,
Now's the right time, come out.
right. Yeah, so those people are coming out, and then there's the really newly awakened. So all of these people are waking up on different levels, and there's a lot of really tough information out there, and we have to be able to hold space for those people that are really waking up to that really
Harsh reality check.
the harsh reality. Yeah,
Yeah.
like the movie Out of Shadows.
Mm.
Like if you guys haven't seen that yet, it's on YouTube for free. It's called Out of Shadows. It's an amazing documentary made by people that worked behind the scenes in the entertainment industry in Hollywood. The guy that produced it was a stunt double, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
The
he produced this.
reporter, Liz Crokin, too, is
Yeah,
in
Liz
it.
Crokin is
Yeah,
in
she's
it.
really good. Hmm.
She's amazing. And it's about how the CIA manipulates us. Well, everything's like going bonkers tonight. Um, I feel like
I
something
know,
does
and I,
to
and
get
I, and
this
I,
message out.
yeah, and I keep yawning.
Um, yeah, so it's about how the CIA manipulates us through using the movies, the actual movies that we watch, and we think that people in just random people in Hollywood are making, but it's really the CIA running the whole show.
Mm.
And they do this because they want to control us and to make us subordinate and easier to control. And they also use like predictive programming. They show us in movies what their plans actually are so that when it does come, first of all, they have to show us what they're doing. But then when it does come, it's like we're already desensitized to it a little bit, you know?
Right.
So it's not as harsh, I guess. And then there's also the whole SRA thing that Liz talks about with the pedophilia and stuff like that, and the MK Ultra and the MyLab experiments and all of these awful things they do to children. And you know, that movie had like 7 million views in 5 days.
It's
So,
amazing.
you know, a lot of people are really starting to wake up now and having to process this kind of information that we've kind of had a head start on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like our job to kind of hold space for them so that they can process through it. And it really is important to process through those emotions so that you're not carrying them. So if information like that makes you feel sad and makes you like want to cry your eyes out, then do it. You know?
Yeah, it still does that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's important to do it and get through it, but not to get stuck there because we're not any good to anyone being stuck there in that place of feeling that sadness and despair and grief. We have to come back to a place where we're holding space with our hearts and in love for those children that are going through those things right now. I'm sure there are many. I mean, they talk about the children being saved, but we don't even really have any evidence of that.
Right.
So, you
You
know,
don't have
and
any
many,
evidence of anything.
I know,
That's the
and
thing.
many, yeah, and many children, even just with the whole lockdown thing, you can imagine what home life
Mm.
is like for children who are usually, you know, in school all day and they just see their parents for a couple hours maybe at night. No, everybody's locked into one house and the abuse rates are going up and domestic violence and things like that. So it's important for us all to take time out of our days to really send love to all of those people who are going through a really hard time right now. Um, I feel like this is all it's all happening to show to to shine a light on the darkness to help people face um, what they haven't been facing because they've been running so fast and working and living life and all of this, and now everything is slowed to a stop and everybody has to face what they've been running from. So it's requiring a lot of strength for everyone. And yeah, if you you know, have some time during your day, just send love to all those people who are really struggling out there right now, and
Mm.
especially the children, you know, they really need our love the most. And it's crazy because, you know, talking about this kind of stuff, I had two clients recently that reached out to me. One who thought maybe she had some kind of ritual abuse kind of stuff going on in her childhood, but she's not sure. And another who thought maybe he was involved in MK Ultra as a child. So these things are very real, you know, and it seems very distant when you don't know anyone that's been involved in it or it's you just watch it in a movie or whatever, but these things are very real and they go into the schools and they pick out the psychic children. They know how to spot them because they do testing on them too. And then they pick them out and take them to these special programs. You know, they feed into them, they make them feel special, and then they take them into these programs and they do awful things with them. So yeah, just hold space for them, send them love, send them light, and yeah, these things really do happen in our world, and people are waking up to the reality. I mean, it's crazier than any of us can even imagine, you know,
We
like,
probably don't even know the half half of it.
We don't even know half of it. No. And how about that crazy video we just saw of the...
Yeah. Yeah. How about that?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if it's real. Do you think it's real?
I'm not surprised anymore. So if it's not or if it is, wow.
But yeah, if you guys haven't seen it yet, it's I'll link it down below too. It's like this video of what looks like a, what a gargoyle looks like. It looks like
Yeah,
that.
it looks like a huge bat, like a human bat with big wings, and it's like climbing up this church in the Vatican and flies away.
Yeah, and you can even hear it like
Yeah,
squawk. Did you
it
hear
makes
that?
a yeah, I didn't like it.
Apparently someone said it was like released from the Vatican or something, like it was a demon released from the Vatican.
Yeah, probably. There goes the Pope.
Well, how about the video of the Pope disappearing?
Right.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah, link
Oh
that down below too.
yeah. Make a
They're
list for
like,
me.
yeah, they're like, what do you call it? Holograms? I don't know, man. I'm not surprised anymore, really. Just like, what else? Bring on the videos.
Right. Yeah, it's all coming to the surface now. So it's important for all of us to process our emotions, because the planet is so heavy right now and Gaia is overloaded with all of the human emotions right now. I mean, even so much as that Magenta Pixie was saying that she got the message in a dream. She heard that the Dracos were coming back.
Whoa, didn't I just think about that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
I had a
didn't tell
dream
you.
about it. No. I had a dream about that. I just heard that word Draco when I was thinking of a specific friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Aurora said it too. Magenta had a dream that these little alien beings came down and they were these beautiful little light beings, and there were humans in the room, and the humans were talking about how they were going to use these light beings or whatever for their own greed, and she was trying to save them, so she scooped a couple up and went around and hid around the corner, and they were telling her that the Dracos were on their way back to Earth now because the vibration is so low here with all the fear and anxiety that everyone is feeling, that they were going to come back. And she's like, well, what are we supposed to do? And they said, well, they're not going to be able to get through because our, star brothers and sisters, are the light beings that are protecting the planet Earth right now, are surrounding the Earth, and they're not going to let them come back in. Which is a relief,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Because the Dracos are pretty nasty beings. And she wasn't the only person that said it. I listened to a video with Aurora yesterday, and she had said the same thing. So we really have to be careful. We have to keep coming back to love over and over and over again, like no matter what it takes, because our lives really depend on it. Like this shift depends on us being able to hold a higher vibration and a higher perspective, to know that everything is happening as it should, but the timelines are shifting so fast because it all depends on our level of consciousness and where we are vibrationally. No one is coming down to save us. This depends on humanity.
Oh my God, doesn't that sound scary?
Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like there are so many amazing starseeds and light workers. I mean, we felt it today in that meditation. you know, how many amazing people are here really anchoring in the light. And there's so many more waking up now.
How it feels like. It's like, I feel like they, they just kind of handed us like IKEA instructions, and we are just like, oh man, deal with it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But we're gonna deal with it. We're gonna do great.
Yeah.
We are dealing with it.
Yeah, we're
Like,
dealing with
yeah.
it. We're doing fucking great. You're right. Yeah, shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond. Yeah. All right. So
Yeah, let's get some good news now. What did you pick out of that deck? Let's see
well,
some
the
oracle readings.
first two cards I picked were 44 and 4. 444.
Amazing.
And time to fly and bunny hop jive.
That reminds me of your mom.
Bunny hop jive. I felt her today. I felt my mom today and Dolores. Yeah, I feel like it is time for us to come together and to anchor in those frequencies of love, planet. Skype is really not cooperating tonight. If you hear static, I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. Time to fly. Yeah. 444. And then what came out after that was 19, which today is the 19th, right? And 19 is my...
Tomorrow.
It's not?
19. No. Sunday is 19.
Well, technically it's Sunday. Yeah, I just saw 19, so that's why. Well, it's 19 now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Bazinga.
Bazinga. Yeah. And this is a beautiful purple. I was using some of the violet flame today when we did that meditation for Earth to help burn up some of those heavy emotions. Bazinga. And then the third one was 33, another master number.
To your left. There you go. Open your presents.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I love presents.
Yeah. Where's my little...
Yeah, I got a nice present yesterday. See it? It's black, ruby.
Ah. It's supposed to be red. Ever seen a time-lapse film of a flower blooming, its petals opening wide? That's your new role model. Visualize yourself opening your arms wide, embracing all the prosperity and abundance that's flowing your way. Receive, 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 and then pass it on. That keeps coming. That keeps coming. Being a receiver, like an antenna, like we were talking about, and allowing yourself to receive. There's so much light here right now. I mean, guys, the Schumann resonance was 110. That's a reflection of how much light is coming into the planet. So allow yourself to receive that light. Allow yourself to receive that love that's being sent here by the benevolent beings of light that are above our planet and beyond, that are all... The whole universe is watching us now. The whole universe is supporting us in our ascension. So, what?
No, it's just...
You laughing at me?
No, I'm laughing at the show that they have to watch. We're like, this is our big performance, guys.
Yeah, and we came here for this. Like, we chose this specific point in time to be here for this.
Yes.
Like, yay!
We did it.
So exciting.
If we're walk-ins, yes.
So yeah, allowing yourself to receive the light and the love that's being beamed down from up above and all around us. Let's see what Bazinga says.
Bazinga.
Well, well, don't you gotta go on. Now's the time to revel in the sweet taste of fantabulous you. You've hit your mark. Go on, take a victory lap, pop a cork. Let's get this party started.
Well, let's get this baby washed.
It is. It's a celebration, guys. We're really shifting. We're going to do this. It might be tough, but we can do this. Yeah. Okay, so then I pulled the Starseed oracles, and almost the same exact cards came out as last time, which is such a huge confirmation. Like out of 50 cards, they all come out the same. So the first was Star Family again.
Nice.
Calling on your star family. These aren't numbered. Calling in support. You're a part of a team of souls. So remembering that you have a team, you have beings around you that want to assist you. You just have to ask. You just have to call them. They're just waiting there. And like we talked about before, they're not just going to show up in your living room. You're going to, lie down, relax, get into your body, feel your breath, calm your mind, and then, ask to connect with them. You can ask for activations, you can ask for healing, you can ask for whatever you need at the time. Even if you just need to feel loved and safe and supported, you will feel their energy. You just have to get into your body and feel your breath and be there. Be present with yourself and allow them in. Open your crown and allow them in. Allow yourself to receive, be a receiver of that energy. So yeah, calling in support. I feel it. I feel there's so many around us right now supporting us.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, star bathing. Light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. So again, huge activations of our light bodies. We're upgrading, we're getting activated, our bodies are upgrading, and that's why you might feel really heavy right now, because there's so much going on energetically within the body as it's ascending, as it's upgrading from carbon-based to crystalline. These are huge changes the body has to endure and withstand. Mm-hmm. And all we have to do is support it. Like we talked about before, like when you're not supporting the body, like Karen and I haven't been great at that recently, then you're going to feel the effects even more, the ascension symptoms even more, when you're not supporting the body in the ways that it needs. The body knows what it's doing, and all you need to do is support it. And that may require a little extra energy, to make the good food and, do the things that are good for you. So yeah, big, and tapping into the crystal grids of the earth and pulling up the energy from there to help heal and ground you. And I always link down below there's a free star bathing meditation you can download from that website. Again, child of the cosmos, shining bright like a diamond.
Yeah.
All you beautiful children of the cosmos out there, you wouldn't be watching this video if you weren't. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. It lies within each and every one of us. The spark of the light of source. You are source. You are creator God. And, the same intelligence that created you is within you. And that's what allows you to create. So we all have to focus on creating the reality that we want right now. We can't just be a victim of what's happening in the world. We have to
Mm-mm.
actively and consciously co-create with each other the reality that we want. And our focus needs to be on shifting into the timeline that we want, into the new earth, into, a place of being where we are safe and loved and supported at all times, where there's peace and unity and forgiveness and all of the things that we want, happiness and joy. And we have to work on feeling in our bodies what that actually feels like in order to manifest it, because it's not just a mind game. You have to use your feelings to manifest that. And it doesn't matter how we're going to get there, right? When you want to manifest something, you don't need to know all the steps in between, like how you're going to get there. You just
Right.
focus on what you want. You
Mm-hmm.
put your focus on the new earth and how that feels to you. And you leave it up to the universe, like how it's done, because none of us have control over any of that right now.
No.
The only thing we can control is creating, using our minds and hearts to creating that mind and heart coherence, breathing through the heart and feeling those feelings in our body, and putting our attention and focus on what we do want within our personal lives and as a collective. We have the ability to do this. We have the ability to create, because the intelligence that created us is in each and every one of us. And we are powerful, so much more powerful than we've been led to believe, because that's what they don't want, right? They don't want us to believe in our power. They don't want us to take back our sovereignty. And it's important to claim your
Claim. Yeah.
sovereignty. Yeah.
Every morning for me and night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Claim your sovereignty. That's a great practice every morning and every night. Um, and I should post a link to that that we do not consent sovereignty, like statement of sovereignty, because, when you don't um, claim your sovereignty, that is tacitly giving them permission to do whatever,
Whatever they want. Yeah.
right, control
I
you.
even find myself, like, if I'm having like a really weird dream, like, and I catch myself feeling uncomfortable, I actually can remember to ask for my sovereignty in sleep.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I'm surprised myself.
And you just have to claim, I am a sovereign being of the light, and I do not accept this.
Mm-hmm.
Standing in your power and claiming who you are. Otherwise, you will have outside energies that will try to infringe on you. And they're really ramped up right now because this is a war on our consciousness. They don't want us to ascend. That is the
No.
master plan. They don't want us to ascend, because when we ascend, we take back our power, we take back our sovereignty, and then they don't have control over us anymore. They want little walking robots. So, I mean, when you take back your power,
Mm-hmm.
they lose theirs, right?
Right.
They have no more power and control over you. And that's in everything you do. Oh my God, this is so annoying. Um, because they're empty, like empty beings, and they don't have that creative spark within them. And that's why they need to siphon energy from, you know, humans with souls that are service to others people, because they don't have their own creative spark. They can't create on their own. That's why they steal all of the hijack all of the symbolism, from
Right.
religion and all of that, because they don't create anything on their own. They're just like parasites. So, I mean, they're never anything to be afraid of, because your light is so much stronger than they could ever be. And it just takes you standing in your power to take back that, light and that permission.
Right. We have to think
That
that they need us to
right,
survive.
right, exactly. So again, the Hathors came through,
Lovely.
which I know. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Hathors are really connected to the goddess divine feminine energy. They came through in a transmission for me the other night. Yeah, and they're really just like here for you. Call on us for support. Call on us to feel that divine feminine motherly energy, that motherly nurturing, supportive, loving energy to just hold you and make you feel safe. And also this card is like, again, we're walking through a portal into a new world, but we're also at the same time in the womb, in the darkness, incubating in the winter, in the womb, in the void. And that can feel scary because again, humans like to know what's going to happen next. And none of us know what's going to happen next. So sometimes we may find ourselves like just grappling for anything to hold on to, any piece of information or something that's going to help you know so that you feel safe. And that's okay, but that's not where our safety comes from. Our safety comes from knowing within ourselves that we are powerful, sovereign beings, and that our inner child may feel a little scared or unsure at times, but that inner child also has you as the adult sovereign being, multi-dimensional being of light to keep her safe, him safe, and protected. That's how powerful you are. And that, it drives me crazy that that's really been hidden from us.
Right.
How powerful we really are. And now is the time that we're taking back that power. And doing it with love, not from a place of fear or anger or retribution, but from a place of love and justice.
I love justice.
I liked that Allison used that word today in the regression.
Mm-hmm. Me too. That word struck me.
Yeah, it
I was
struck
like,
me
yes, Allison, I hear you.
too. Yeah. Yeah. So again, Earth School came out. Life lessons, soul growth,
Yeah, now's a good time
higher learning.
to learn.
Earth is the hardest school there is. We're
Yeah,
the
apparently.
only we're the only planet that has that veil of amnesia where we forget who we are when we come in. So all of the other lifetimes and experiences that we've had get just cut off,
Wiped
and it's
clean.
like, yeah, and it's like we're starting over like as a baby soul who doesn't remember who they are. And the biggest part of the spiritual journey is in remembering again. That is the journey, remembering who we are. That's the journey of all of humanity right now, is remembering who we are, that we're more than just this physical body, that we are spirit, that we are multidimensional, that we exist on all these different levels, infinitely. But we aren't told that. We have to learn it for ourselves and then convince ourselves that it's true, right?
All the time.
All the time. Yeah, it's always coming back to that and trusting in it, trusting in who you are, because most of us, never believed in ourselves. We didn't have that confidence. We never felt like enough. And the journey isn't coming back and recognizing our wholeness, that we always were whole, that there is nothing wrong with us. And that is the healing journey, and the remembering that we're so much more than just what we've been told and just what people have expected us to be. Yeah. And right now is a perfect time, and is like the time that all of us need to really go inward. And we keep saying that, and we keep hearing that a lot. But it really is a time for reflection. And just like doing that meditation today, like you can go back to that meditation anytime you want and connect with that energy again, and ask your higher self those questions, because in the regression you ask your higher self questions and connect with a guide. And you can do that anytime. You can connect with your higher self anytime you go into meditation. And all you have to do is, calm your mind, get into a relaxed state of being, and then have a question ready for your higher self. And then trust the answer that you get. And that's the biggest part, is trusting the answer that you get, whether that's a word or a feeling or a phrase or just a knowing. It's learning to trust in your higher self. We all have access to our higher selves at all times. You don't need to have a session to access your higher self. You can do it whenever. But part of that, the main part of that, is trusting in the answer.
Right.
And it's going to sound like your own voice. And that's because it is you. It's just a higher part of you. So, yeah, higher learning. We're all leveling up. This is a big level up for all of humanity, and really purging, deep purging. Lots of stuff coming up. Lots of fear of what might happen next. Not just for people in the spiritual community, but then you got all the bigger fears by the irrational fears by people in the general public that are really terrified of the virus and all of that. So we have to try to transmute some of that for the collective. And you can use the violet flame and wrap it around the earth, send it to all the beings on earth.
I tried to do that for the delivery guy today, because he was like, I could just leave your stuff here on the floor. And I go, whatever's easier for you. I go, I'm not scared. And he's like, me neither. And he's handing me my food and he's shaking. And I was like, okay, thank you.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
That's so sad.
And he was really trying to convince me that he wasn't scared too, because I was like, I'm not scared. So if you want to leave it on the floor, leave it on the floor. I'll pick it up. And he's like, no, it's okay. I'm not scared either. And he was shaking.
Aw.
I know. It was the saddest thing. I was like, well, good luck out there. And I closed the door.
I haven't had much interaction with the public, but I can only imagine what it's like out there. I'm going out tomorrow, so wish me luck.
Everything's going to go well. It's not as bad as people think it is. I mean, I got in contact with new patients this week, and they're all pretty damn lovely. I'm the only one in the hospital that doesn't wear a mask.
Really?
Insubordinate. I think it's by law I have to wear one, but I'm not wearing one. We'll see. Because I'm like, it gives me more symptoms.
Right.
Yeah, I can't breathe in there.
Right. So next, again, Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Horus energy.
We need some Horus energy. Safety and trust. It's a big thing.
Protection, safety, and trust. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge. Let me see what this card says. Again, calling on your star family. You're more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You're called to be open to receiving a new level of support now from those in your life and from the benevolent beings you're connected with. Again, yeah. What this video is going to be like, because
there's a lot of interference, but nothing can stop
we're
us because
here.
we're in control.
Nothing can stop us. That's right. We're sovereign beings of light. Again, being open to receiving the love and support from the beings that you're connected with. Calling on your star brothers and sisters to assist you. You don't need to go at this alone. There's so many just waiting there to support us. And all we need to do is call on them. So allowing yourself to receive, being in a place of receiving. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe, even if you're going through a difficult time. They want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. How perfect is that?
Yes.
Hand over your fears to them and let them help you feel deeply secure and safe. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving greater levels of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. Call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs and to learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. And right, that's what's happening now. Like, people instinctually, like you were talking about, the delivery guy, are shutting down, right?
Yeah.
I mean, people won't even look at each other. People won't smile at each other or talk to each other because they're afraid they're going to catch the virus.
Oh, I do. I make people very uncomfortable at the hospital.
Right. And that's just like the instinct to protect is to harden, right? Just to shut down and harden. But what they're asking us to do is to soften and know that we are deeply safe and secure while being open at the same time.
Yeah.
You can be protected and safe and open. You don't have to be hardened to be safe.
Right.
And allowing yourself to receive support. So, a couple more cards came out. This one, Pulse of the Mother, slow down, time in nature.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. So, if you guys can get outside as much as you can, even if it's just for a few minutes, get outside and let the earth cleanse you of all of the energy you've picked up throughout the day. This is the time to really get out in nature. We need the sunlight. We need because everything is frequency, energy, and vibration, like we are meant to live on the earth itself. You know, we're not meant to have this separation and be in tall high rises and to walk with rubber on our feet. You know, we're really meant to actually walk on the earth and live with the earth. So we're also disconnected from her. That's what adds to a lot of our problems, is that disconnection from the earth's actual frequency. Because when you're not actually, we're not actually grounded. We're all in our little boxes,
Right.
and we're not grounding with the earth and harmonizing with her frequency like we should be. And that's what leads to a lot of our illnesses and suffering. Just if you even have like pain in your body and you go outside and walk on the earth with your bare feet for 10 minutes, you'll notice how you're instantly healed. I used to do it like every day last summer, walk around when I was in a lot of pain and bare feet, and by 10, 20 minutes and it would be gone. It's the earth is healing. She is here to help us heal, and we've just become so disconnected from her. The planet itself has a rhythm. You can see it in the seasons and the tides. In our world of artificial lighting, long work hours, and modern convenience, it's easy for us to feel stuck and off kilter. It's time to reconnect with nature and surrender to the pulse of the earth. Earth pulsing is my favorite tool for surrendering to the rhythmic pulse of the mother and the entire universe. Oh, there's another meditation we can download. I'll link
Great.
that below. The rest is just about being disconnected. We feel unsupported, as if we don't belong. We look to other people in the external world to fill the void of the connection, holding, and belonging once given to us by the earth. Longing for others to receive us fully as the mother once did, forgetting that she's still here, waiting for us to remember and activate the part of us that longs to receive her embrace. And that's another reason why it's another reason why we feel so disconnected, not only from Source, but from Mother Earth. Because we're all just going, and we live in our little concrete boxes and walk with rubber on our feet, and we're just not connected. We're disconnected from above and below. I know you're tired. I'm trying to hurry up.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
See your eyes watering.
This has just been going on for a while. A few days.
When you consciously connect with the earth, a veil is lifted and she opens up and receives you more fully. Stagnant energy falls away and you become connected to all things on the planet. So place the portal on your heart and repeat after me. I surrender to the pulse of the mother.
I surrender to the pulse of the mother.
May my heart beat.
May my heart beat
in unison with her.
In unison with her.
And how crazy is that? Because Allison did that in her regression earlier. Connecting with the heartbeat of the mother.
And on her meditation, she's like, you should sit down. And I was like, all right. Went way back down and lay down.
Yeah, I lay down.
I know. I knew you were lying down.
The last card that came out was You're Not For Everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north.
Hey, didn't that come out in our session the other time? We just
Yeah.
never figured it out.
Yeah.
True north. True north, right here.
Yeah. It's okay, you know, a lot of people are waking up to how different they are from the people around them. When you awaken, you realize kind of just how different you are. And,
Yeah.
you know, but some people have always felt like that sense of not fitting in or being
Yeah.
the weird one.
I'm
Um,
like right here. I'm feeling it so much at work now. Like I know that I'm being pulled again out. This is not where I belong. I don't belong. The frequency, we don't match whatsoever. I don't feel it at all.
right.
Like even my close friends that I have at work, blocked, all blocked. Everybody's blocked. Like I had no one had mercy.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah, you're just being shown that really strongly.
Yeah.
Yeah, embracing your weirdness. I just love weird people so much. Like,
I hope so.
I love weird people because it's the weird people that that are out of the box and against the norm. I've always not hated, disliked like fitting in. Like I always kind of stayed away from anything like mainstream. And I love the people that just color outside the lines and, you know, refuse to fit in. And you know, it took me a long time to embrace my own weirdness. Um, and be myself no matter what, and realizing that no matter what you do, there's going to be people that don't like you, no matter what you do. So it's better to just be yourself and have people not like you than to try and be something that you're not and have people not like you, you know? So
Right.
it's a lose-lose either way. So talk to the people who can hear you. Don't waste your precious time and gifts trying to convince others of your value. They won't ever want what you're selling. Don't try to convince them to walk alongside you. You'll be wasting both your time, and theirs will likely inflict unnecessary wounds that will take time to heal. You're not for them, and they're not for you. Politely wave them on and continue on your way.
Blocked with love.
Blocked with love. Yeah. Sharing your path with someone is a sacred gift. Don't cheapen it by rolling yours in the wrong direction. Keep facing your true north. I really feel that too. Like I really, when I have a connection, when I share space with someone, I want to have a real, true connection and not just, you know, something on the surface. Like I want to, anyone that comes into my life now, I want to feel like we have a sacredness, like a sacredness to our friendship, that it's not just, you know what I mean? Like,
I know. I've been searching for that my whole life. Just,
right,
I always, and I've always had that same response, too deep, or it feels like it's going really well, and then I don't hear from them anymore because it's too much. I was too much.
right.
Not everybody likes to go down the deep waters, and it's fine. And sometimes I catch myself feeling bad, like when I speak to like one of my friends, and that's all we talk about, deep water talk. And then I even catch myself like, I go, are you doing it again? Like you're going too much, too deep. But I'm like, no, fuck that. Like if they don't like it, can't change it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's hard though.
Well,
I mean, sorry, it is just really hard just growing up like that
mm-hmm.
and not being able to find people, or it's isolating and could get really lonely. So, which is why
Yeah.
it's really good to be able to talk to your guides and stuff. Talk to yourself.
111. It's just a long video. Um, yeah, well, we're starting to attract our soul family now. There's a few people around that are, you know, really good people that can go deep. Those are your soul family. Yeah, and it's just it's regardless of what anyone thinks anyway. It's always comes back to you and accepting yourself and your own weirdness, no matter what people think of you or whatever. It's about finding your own worth and going within and knowing that you are enough, not to dim your own light to make people feel more comfortable, but to understand that your light is just sometimes what makes them uncomfortable. Sometimes it's too bright for people, and then they retreat into the shadows.
Right. That sounds like
Like,
when we're together, people they don't like being around us.
you know, it happens. Yeah. Own all parts of yourself so that your people, the ones who are the same kind of weird as you, can recognize you when your paths cross. And how important is that, too? Because if you're not being your authentic self, you're not going to attract the right people until you really fully embrace who you are and start doing what you really love to do. And you're going to attract your people because they're going to see you and they're going to see that and feel that from you. So that's really important. So how can you embrace your weirdness and not care so much what other people think? I feel like that's an ongoing thing. There's always new levels to accepting yourself and being authentic and not caring what other people think. These were really beautiful cards again. So calling in your star family for support, star
Check.
bathing,
No problem.
light body activations,
Great.
asking for the starlight to actually bathe you. Child of the cosmos, understanding that the intelligence of the universe lies within you and that you are all things and all things are you. Shining bright like a diamond.
Yes.
Calling on the Hathors to feel that love of the Divine Mother, that caring, nurturing, supportive, loving embrace.
They have a nice,
Being
beautiful light energy.
in the womb right now in the darkness, and that is where we create from. Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, and higher learning. And Star Brothers, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Horus energy. Call on them for protection to help you feel safe and nurtured and protected. Call on them for that protection. And reconnecting with the earth, spending time in nature, rebalancing your energy. And you're not for everyone, embracing your weirdness. Oh, there's another one. I remember. Soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. I remember. Remembering who you are. That you're more than just this body, that you are a huge multidimensional being. Claiming your sovereignty. Trusting in yourself. Yeah, and look, the universe is like coming out of the top of her head.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. We all have a destiny. We all came here for a specific mission, even if that mission is just to love. I really feel like that is the mission for everyone, is to love. Like that is the universal life mission. And then really good numbers, 444, 33, and 19. Time to fly. I also pulled some crystal cards. I just did a whole card thing, but I thought this was really interesting. Goddess Isis, she shall always prevail.
Yes, Queen.
Yes. Yeah. Knowing that we're going to get through this, that together we're going to get through this, and supporting each other and calling on support. And even all of the trials that Isis went through in her life, she kept getting back up
Mm-hmm.
and believing in herself and embodying that love and the light that she was, even in the face of darkness. So we all have the ability to do that. Right?
Absolutely.
You're like, yeah, I want to go to sleep now. Okay. That's all for today. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We'll see you next time. I hope you liked our reading. Let me know in the comments how you guys are feeling, what you thought about the cards that came out. And yeah, like this video if you like it. And don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future fun stuff. Sending you guys so much love out there. We're going to get through this together. Bye. See you
Bye.
next time.